Everything's moving much too fast to make it last. It's hard to do. I'm just to say time can slip away, me and you. If it's your today, now we be okay. 'Cause it's always this way when we're together. We can never come undone. Now keep on loving you more than I've ever loved someone.
From a very, very young age, I think, but around 5 or so, my dad started me on guitar, and it wasn't so much of an interest after that because it kind of came more like a job with the lessons and practicing countless hours, you know. But when I really fully, wholeheartedly became interested in it, I was around 14, getting into high school, and I really just picked the guitar up and learned as much as I could. I learned piano, bass, and drums. Just kind of been developing the technique to try to play all those and not seem gimmicky. If you want to contrast it to, it's set up a lot different. Although piano can be a little bit easier, it's still something that you can't just jump into, you know? I have quite a few major influences. One of them being Phil Keaggy, the Glass Art, which I was raised on. I would sit and take whole albums and just sit in my bedroom for hours and learn away, you know. As I got older, like into high school, once I really started picking up the guitar, I got into, the whole Nirvana thing, Kurt Cobain, grunge and rocking out, and then kind of mellowed out to more of the singer-songwriter aspect, like Jeff Buckley, Elliott Smith, bands like that with like more pop music, and so I would say all of those influences combined really helped me. I pick from each one of them for my own songwriting. That's another great aspect of it, is the writing capabilities on piano. The layout of it is a little bit more simplistic than guitar, so it's easier to come up with melodies and whatnot. Everything's like right there.
Wish I knew how to be. It's never easy, but I'll try and find a way to make this better. 'Cause I know I'll never feel as much as
I was around 19 years old. I just picked up the guitar one day, I was messing around with some chords and melody, and just put lyrics to it. And it was a love song, which I'm sure is how every song ever made starts. And after that, I just kept writing songs.
And all that mattered to me anymore would be how I adore you. And I know it'll never change.
One of my favorites that probably speaks most meaningful to me, I wrote a few years back. It's called Something and Nothing at All. And it basically sums up life in a few different aspects. And the title Something and Nothing at All, kind of refers to you think you know something, and you go throughout the day, but really at the end of the day, on the grand scale of things, you really don't know anything. You don't know when your time's up.
Days come and go. Know that I'm not gonna stay.
first you need inspiration, and that just comes when it wants to. You know, I'll be sitting down at the piano or have the guitar in my hand, and I'll play some chords that I like, and they sound nice, and then I'll slowly build, you know, a melody around that, and then the lyrics are the last part for me. Everybody's different, but and then once I have that, I sit down and lay a few tracks down and, you know, mess around with that, and then once I'm ready to actually sit down and record, you know, I start out with a guitar track, lay that down, vocals, and then build around that with other instruments, whether it be piano, drums, bass, whatever the song really needs, and that's that. The recording process is extremely long and grueling. It is, and if you're somebody like me who's a perfectionist, you listen to it over and over and over again before you know, turn out your final product. And it does. It gets painstaking and takes forever, but hopefully in the end it sounds how you want it to sound.
Wonder if it gets better than this.
Right now I'm working on a compilation of around 12 songs. I'm about halfway through, and once that's done, I'm really going to just market as much as possible and try to continue to build a growing fan base.
And I know we can say we'll stay the same, 'cause it's all